Welcome to We Talks Facts podcast, the podcast where we speak facts and facts are being made. I'm Haji. I'm gonna let the others introduce themselves as always. Tell you get a part two core.
Bro, real
Uh,
pacifier here, bro.
Carter,
Yo,
third,
it's your boy
third
Low.
episode. This is my third episode.
Yeah, this your
Yeah, number three.
this your third. Yeah,
Third one, three like CP3, except you get in the ring. Hope everybody's doing good today. We got a great episode for y'all, like always. Always keep it simple. So we're gonna start off first with our college basketball bracket. So we already know everybody bracket here messed up. My bracket messed up. Carter bracket messed up. Zoe bracket messed up. But
Okay, wait, no. Who's in first place though?
you are in first place. Zoe's in second. I'm in last. So I can't even. I have first bracket out of everybody. We still have our teams winning. Duke is from Zoe. We got Arizona for Carter, and I got Michigan. So Michigan won today, so that succeeds it. I know Duke is about to play right. Duke is playing right now at the moment. They play TCU. That's who I'm scared of. I mean, we can talk about that.
Game gonna be crazy, bro.
So how do y'all feel about like the Duke game? How they almost lost to Siena? Like we all know that was a crazy game.
Man, I think Sienna just wanted it more in that first half. I mean, they just set the tone for the game. I mean, Duke came back. They had great players, Cameron and the Boozer twins. I mean, they came back. They did their thing. They're incredible. But yeah, man, Sienna wanted that. And I don't think Duke was expecting that, which was stupid. I was stupid on Duke's part, but got the job done. So,
Yeah. How about you, Zoe?
I definitely agree with what Carter said. I think Duke underestimated them because they're a smaller school. They didn't expect them to really come and hit them in the mouth like that. But at the end of the day, they do got all the top recruits for a reason. So they ended up winning the game, but it definitely showed that they're beatable. Dude, you can't eat this, bro.
I think that was the most dangerous thing, honestly.
Yeah,
is that it just showed everyone else that they weren't indestructible. And I think that's going to give the other teams confidence moving forward with Duke, which could lead to an upset for sure.
Man, watching this game now, TCU already scored. So, like you said, I agree with both of your takes on that. I feel like Duke, with what John Shire has to do to make this team go past forward through March Madness, he has to just put that more competitiveness in them. We seen High Point in Wisconsin, what High Point did, and I'm kind of even scared for Arkansas today. Even Arkansas has like probably by far the greatest team for me to win March Madness. But like you guys said, I just feel like, bro, Duke just doesn't have that competitiveness, and they have to build that throughout March Madness. So that includes with their veteran players such as Malik Brown. You got Isaiah Evans, a player who I believe shot bad, but still has the chance to prove to himself why he should be a lottery pick. And then you got Cameron and Caden Boozer. I believe Caden Boozer's been playing way better than Cameron. I can't even lie. Younger brother been playing way better than bigger. So it's up the bigger brother. Well, not bigger, but I don't know who's older, but it's up to the taller brother and the more dominant brother to definitely make a name for himself this March Madness, especially with them losing Caleb Foster and also not having Patrick Nagabu the second, who was injured his foot. So definitely John Shire got to make some dogs out of that. But definitely, I do want to hear your takes on what was the most surprising game to you? Was it the Duke game? What game do you feel like was the biggest game to you guys?
Man, here I'm looking at the list right now.
Don't you cry.
Man, I didn't think South Florida was going to get beat. That was probably the biggest one for you, is South Florida.
Why you say that? Why you believe South Florida? Why you believe South Florida was the one to get beat easy?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have a good reason. I just didn't think South Florida was gonna get knocked out. That was my upset because just 6 and 11 seed. But
Hmm.
What game you feel like was the most surprising?
Mm, UNC losing to VCU.
Mm, UNC. Why you feel it was UNC? I know they got upset to VCU. That was a crazy game. I can't even lie.
I mean, I definitely said they wasn't gonna go far. Because they didn't have Taylor Wilson, but I just didn't see UNC losing to VCU in the first round, bro.
Mm.
But VCU
I
do always have some dogs, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you remember Bones Highland went to VCU,
Yeah,
bro. Busy. Oh my god. That's probably
right
my
about
favorite
here.
VCU player of all time.
I fucking love Bones Highland, man.
Yeah, he's cold.
So
Man.
good.
That's my favorite VCU Ram Bones. That's probably the shiftiest player. I don't know why Denver gave him up early, but he's definitely playing great for Minnesota. So, Patrick Ngabou the second is back. Holy cow! So that makes it better for Duke. But I could say my most surprising game was the High Point and the Wisconsin game, bro. I was expecting Nick
I
Boyd to
called it, bro.
definitely win that game for them. Zoe being right like he is, you feel me? I gotta give you credit because you're the only one that got that right. Um, I just feel like that was a crazy game because, bro, like one, it was a player on High Point who has never made a 2-point conversion this whole season, and he did a two-pointer to win the game.
Bro, I
Two,
saw that shit.
yeah.
He
You
hadn't
said
made
what, Carter?
he hadn't made like a two all season, right?
All season.
Has he attempted a two at all?
No.
Damn.
Mm-mm.
He's
That's
like the
Only
Jack
three.
Golke.
yeah. Man, that's crazy.
He's like the Jack Golke for real. When he beat Kentucky that day. But no, like it's crazy because bro, like nobody was expecting that out of Wisconsin with Nick Boyd being the best scorer, probably in the Big Ten. Wisconsin failed to make it happen. Like, bro, if you were looking at what Johnston was shooting, bro, this man was shooting half court shots, literally on the logo. Steph Curry shots, making them. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just looking like, bro, what? Like, you feel me? I had to pray, but I'm like, bro, before I pray to finish this game, I'm sorry I said that, but the game was just so crazy, bro. Like,
His
he
strap is
just
crazy. Like
bang,
his range
bang.
is insane, bro. That
But
shit
but but y'all, but I do want to say probably the craziest game. I also want to add another mention to that: the Kentucky and Santa Clara game. That game was so bonanza that I'm looking at Santa Clara. Coach called timeout, and Ortega away comes and shoots it from literally almost half court and makes it to take it to overtime. Bro,
Who won that game?
Kentucky.
Mm.
Ortega away had 34. He is an OU alum. He went to OU last semester, not last semester, but 2 years before. So I think when we were in the military still. Bro got game, bro. I promise you that. But that was a good game too. I definitely want to give a shout out to that. With the games today, I know we've seen St. Louis lose to Michigan. It's playing TCU right now. Texas is playing Houston. By far, the biggest game to me today is High Point in Arkansas because I feel like it's a lot of history behind it. High Point having their first win today, they definitely are looking to beat Arkansas, in which they have the best freshman in the SEC and the best player in the SEC, and the one and only. There's a cuff. Cam Fletcher, former Kentucky Wildcat, is playing against his former coach today, Coach Cal, who left a lot of negative energy to Cam Fletcher and him going to a new school. Especially that year they had Terrence Clark, BJ Boss. There was just a lot of NBA comp that Cam Fletcher didn't really get his chance to show Coach Cal why he was that star player. Another big reason is why that's playing. And then again, bro, like we all want to see entertaining games, bro. Like we know Arkansas is known for the trash talk and the hard fought teak how they play. High Point, with them being trash talk their whole season, bro, they're gonna want to prove a point. How do y'all feel about that? And that being game of the day today, basically. Or do you guys feel any other game is the game of the day? I mean, Texas A&M is playing Houston.
I'm
It's a
looking,
lot of other games playing. TCU is playing Duke right now. It's 7-7 tied up. Do you all feel like those games are kind of bigger than the game tonight, which is High Point in Arkansas?
I mean, I think Duke and TCU is the bigger game, but I think everyone's looking forward to Arkansas High Point. Just based on the performance High Point had, I mean, A Cuff's coming off of a very consistent performance. I mean, compared to what he's been doing all year. So it's good to see that he's not sinking in March Madness. So I'm looking forward to Arkansas. I think Duke and TCU is a little bit bigger, but we'll see.
Okay. How about you, Zoe?
um, Respectfully, I think this for High Point. Um, season come to an end, brother. I ain't gonna lie. But, but, but I'm not gonna say that like they slouches. If Arkansas come out and they even get them an interim, bro, it could be a situation. It could be a different game. But I think Arkansas gonna go in there and do what they gotta do and get the W.
Uh, I mean, I don't agree with you. Like, I know Arkansas, them, they have Malik Ewing, they have Pringle, they have Brazil, they have, you know what I'm saying, Malik Thomas, who was probably one of the best freshmen right by Darius A. Cup Jr. Like, that duo is just unstoppable. Then you got DJ Wagner, like you said, Zoe's definitely preaching this. DJ Wagner is gonna be a big part, and he played amazing against Hawaii, helping them get that blowout win. I feel like you said, like I agree with Zoe. Arkansas, like they definitely have to not let their foot out the gas, just because High Point is a team that beat Wisconsin, and Wisconsin is known for having big wins. I know Wisconsin ended up beating Purdue, which is probably a big name school. We'll also talk about that too as well. Braden Smith and impact he's had in NCAA, but they beat
Wait,
Purdue. Nick Boyd.
who beat Purdue?
Wisconsin Purdue in the regular season.
Oh, you come on the regular season. Okay.
Yeah, Nick Boyd was a big reason why. But Nick Boyd being one of the best scorers, he'll probably go this year in the draft if he ends up going. He had a great season for Wisconsin. But High Point is a great team, bro. People were looking down on them. They have future NBA. They have players who've played high D1, like you said, Cam Fletcher, especially with him proving that point today. I know today's gonna be a big game for him because him and Coach Cal didn't really end up in the right path. Like kind of like Malaysia Fulwiley in South Carolina, how she's playing. Like if she plays LSU, if she plays South Carolina, her playing for LSU, that will be a big game. And I know like she would probably get her revenge off that game too. But definitely, like you said, if High Point sees a little inch of them letting their foot out the gas, they will explode to the point where Johnston will probably get his threes, or point guard for High Point also played amazing. He'll get to his position, or even Cam Fletcher with him being already experienced, because Cam Fletcher's in my class, 2020. So he's playing against dudes that's younger and probably wanting more, but he's probably more experienced in college basketball. Him playing for the state, Kentucky, he has more experience than those players, especially with this time of year, March Madness. So I definitely feel like he'll be a big part as well into helping High Point win if they get that advantage. But also with saying, I feel like Duke and TCU is a big game as well, because I'm looking at it right now. Duke is losing by 3. Cam Boozer is getting double teamed, and he's not finding his right position. especially with Patrick Nagawa coming back. And TCU's playing amazing right now. I can't even sit here and lie. That's on Cam Booz. That's an and one. I can't. I'm gonna show the highlights later, but yeah, that is crazy. But like you guys said, that's probably the reason why. Both of your takes were amazing on that. So next thing I want to talk about is Braden Smith, him being the point guard for Purdue. He has just broke the record for the most assists in NCAA history. How does you guys feel about him? The impact he's had from playing with Zach Edey to now, like how has he had a big impact for the NCAA?
I think I think bro down there, yeah, he a long lost archetype for a point guard. Like you don't really see too many pure point guards no more. And he's actually like a good passer. Like you watch his highlights, his passes are actually like you know what I'm saying. He not just getting highlights off of regular pick and rolls and hitting somebody on a regular pass. Like he has great vision. He undersized, so I think that's the only reason nobody really talk about him anymore. I know before the season he was like high on everybody's list, but that's because nobody expected these freshmen to perform the way they've been performing. I definitely think he could definitely make an NBA roster. He already got the defensive liability tag to his name, and people don't think he can score simply because he's a pure point guard. So I definitely think if he does get drafted, it'll probably be he could go late first round, but more realistically, he'll probably go second round, um, mid second to late
Wait a
second
second.
round. But I
I
like
agree
him.
with you.
I like him, bro.
I
I ain't gonna
think.
lie.
er,
I agree
No,
with you.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you good, Carter. Come on.
All right. I mean, I think with the assists, especially in college and on the stage of March Madness, I mean, it just shows the dedication to the game rather than like personal performance. I
Yeah,
mean, whenever you're willing to swing the rock like that and just make it work for whatever's going to win you the game, I think that's a really valuable asset that teams do look for in the NBA. It's not just all
yeah.
about scoring. So I think,
Selfless players.
yeah, it was just unselfish, great basketball.
Yeah. Um, like you guys said, that was a great take from both of y'all.
Yeah,
I agree with both of y'all takes on that. Braden Smith, like you said, I didn't really realize him till that championship game when like him and Zach Edey were playing. I forgot who they played that championship game. Who did
did he
Purdue
play with
play
Jaden
that game?
Ivey?
Huh?
Did he play with Jaden
He
Ivey?
did play with Jaden Ivey too. He did play with Jaden Ivey too. That's when he was like young though.
Yeah.
And then
They beat was it UConn, Gonzaga?
they played. I think they played UConn. They played UConn. That when UConn went back to back with Dan Hurley.
Yeah.
They played UConn to get there. So definitely, bro. Like, bro, the impact he's had to college basketball, bro, is like think about you past Pistol Pete Maravich, you past Chris Paul, you past Darren Williams, you past all the big time names that you could think of in basketball. Like you're on that list for the number one assist of all time. Like you got to think about that. You're like the John Stockton of college basketball, and that's like a big honor. Definitely, like you
And,
said, so I
and
feel like he
you
will fit
didn't
on the
play on
NBA
no stack
roster
team. Like you wasn't on no teams full of All American.
at all.
Like you was really like those real assists, bro. Like you really grinded for that number.
Man. And another thing I want to say too is like, bro, his like game, bro, is just so pure. Like, man, like the way he plays, he can score at any point he want to, but he was just more of a pure point guard. I agree with both Carter and Zo's take. I feel like he will fit on an NBA team.
Bro, he can
More.
kill in the pick and roll. He will go.
Oh, go again. Say that again, Zo.
I said he will kill in the pick and roll. He'll go crazy in the
Oh
pick and
yeah.
roll, bro. Like
Oh
him in
yeah.
the pick and roll would be dangerous in the league with like a good athletic big.
Man, and people don't be knowing that. People don't be knowing that. They
And
don't
that
be
that's
knowing
what
that
else.
at all.
That's what else I was gonna say. But you already kind of said it. It was like he could put points on the board. Like he's not just it's not like he can't score. It's not like he relies on his assists. He really just does what's best for the game.
Yeah.
And like y'all said, like a team I feel like he'll fit perfect on that needs a point guard. Don't want to throw no shade to him. Hawks need a point guard. Just being respectful. I feel like Nikhil
You said
Alexander
Hawk.
Walker. That's Hawks.
Yeah.
Hawks
I
need a
yeah.
point guard. I think.
Yeah. The Hawks or I could see him. He could work with the Hawks. He could work with Houston and Milwaukee. I think like him and Giannis in the pick and roll would go crazy if Giannis stays like that. That would be lethal. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think Minnesota is in the position to get him drafted, but I think he'd also work great in Minnesota. I mean,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
with the big like Rudy Gobert. I mean,
yeah.
people hate on Rudy Gobert, but I
He
mean,
could get Rudy buckets, bro. Like he could make Rudy look good
yeah,
on offense. Yeah, that's fact.
and
and then he
that's
can learn a lot more from Mike Conley too. You gotta think about
mhm.
that. Him being better in point guard.
Yeah, yeah. I think Minnesota's experiment. I mean, they didn't really give Rob Dillingham a chance,
Yeah,
but I mean, he's on the Bulls now. He's getting more minutes, and he's just still real inefficient. But you can't really discredit him for it because he really had. This is really first time getting minutes, like real minutes in the NBA. So it's tough to see what he's doing, but I have faith that Chicago's going to get him right.
I think. Oh yeah. As far as Rob, I think the only thing with Minnesota, I think Rob ain't fit in Minnesota because I think they weren't. Rob Dillingham isn't a pure. I feel like Minnesota wants like a pure, a more playmaking point guard. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like Rob Dillingham, he's more with like you have to let him do. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to let Rob Dillingham do what he does, or else you're not going to get the real Rob Dillingham. Like you pretty much just got a regular little small guard out there. Like you kind of gotta put him in when all the stars are resting, so he could get his shots up. And you know what I'm saying? He kind of like Bones Highland. Like Bones Highland comes in, gets his buckets, and he right back on it. Like
Literally.
on the bench. Like I feel like that's why Rob Dillingham didn't really work in Minnesota because they kind of wanted that point guard that's trying to look to get Ant-Man 10 to 15 off ball shot, you know what I'm saying, off ball looks, trying to help Julius Randle, you know what I'm saying, take the ball out of, you know what I'm saying, just really facilitate the offense. I don't really think Rob Dillingham is a facilitator. I think he's more so a scoring guard, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to be a facilitator, but I definitely think him in Chicago, I feel like once he gets comfortable, he'll start producing more. But like you said, he didn't really get any minutes. Like I don't even think he was playing in the G League after a while. I think he was just sitting. Like I think he was just getting DNPs. I don't even think he was playing. So I definitely think Chicago was a good move for him.
yeah, and I
And
think
yeah,
yeah, for sure. I think on Minnesota too is like he there at some point whenever you have Ant, you have Julius Randle who can give you 25, 30 on any night. Like there's too many chefs in the kitchen for Rob to really operate how he needs to operate for his game. And like whenever the Trey Young trade stuff was popping off, I remember Minnesota was one of the big destinations for him because Trey Young, I mean, he can fit so well in that true point guard role, and I think that's like what you were saying is really what Minnesota's looking for and what they need.
that would go
And
crazy.
and adding to y'all takes too, with the whole Rob Dillingham situation, I feel like Braden Smith will fit really perfect in all the teams we said Minnesota. Just because like we already seen what Minnesota did with Mike Conley, bro. Like they ended up first with Mike Conley going to the playoffs in the Denver in like what the first round, end up getting a game. Okay, boom, that's Ant-Man young. Ant-Man next year, I think goes to the conference finals, ends up losing to Dallas. Next year after that, goes to the conference finals again. And just like the amount of shots Mike Conley was giving Ant-Man helped him a lot to the point where Ant-Man was literally scoring the way he wanted to. But then again, I feel like Braden Smith will be better too, because then again, he's younger than Mike Conley. We seen Conley outgrown himself from Memphis, what he was doing over there with him, Zach Randolph, Tony Allen, You feel me? Mark Gasol, how he carried them to the playoffs every time, but they didn't really have that true dog. True scorer. We know Zebo can kill you in the paint. Mark Gasol can kill you in the paint. Tony Allen, prime time defender, find you anywhere, hit the three when he needs to. Mike Conley was that passing scoring, but Mike Conley, the score he has now. So if you put Braden Smith in that position, bro, Minnesota will go far and probably win the championship. We've seen it with Jason Williams. What he did, he was that prime point guard for Dwayne Wade and Shaq. Two players at that time. You feel me? Throw another example. Derek Fisher, him being a pure point guard. We see he could shoot the ball, but he was also a passing guard. Him there for Rondo. Zoe, you know what I'm saying? Zoe already know Rondo is another example. Mario Chalmers, you can add him into that pure point guard position too, being a mainly 3-and-D player, but Mario Chalmers could dish assists, just like 6 assists a game. It just kind of went down because D-Wade was more also passing too. D-Wade had to kind of give up position like, hey, LeBron, this team, I gotta let him roll out to the side. So that's why you kind of see with a lot of point guards, and even Tony Parker kind of lessened his role into being a scoring point guard to a pure point guard. We've seen Tony Parker drop 21. That's why it was so dominant. But now with 10, you have to have a pure point guard to win the game. I mean, if your point guard isn't actually killing the game, you have to have a pure player. And that goes for the Warriors too. We know Steph Curry wasn't a point guard, but Draymond Green was their pure player. Draymond can give you 10 assists, 9 points, 8 rebounds because he was just that pure player. He could find players that's open. That what made him a great playmaker. Same with if you go to the Raptors, you can have Fred VanVleet and Kyle Lowry. Perfect example. Kyle Lowry is another perfect example. So I said, like he'll most likely fit in Minnesota and help them win the ring. And they just need Minnesota's almost complete, bro. They need that point guard. So I definitely feel like that's something that could work out with him too. So definitely shout out to him. I am about to ask y'all a question though. If can y'all name so like I'm looking at the list right now, and bro, there's not even many NBA players on here. There's one Hall of Famer. Can y'all name the Hall of Famer that he passed? I mean, well, I'm gonna say these names: Bobby Hurley, Christian Cornacchi, Ed Cota, Jason Brickman, Keith Jennings. Y'all remember Steve Blake? Okay,
Wait,
y'all know Steve Blake.
passing what?
An assist.
Oh, like NCAA?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's one Hall of Famer on there though, really known in the 90s. Can y'all name the Hall of Famer? He was on that list too, number 14. He's the only Hall of Famer. 90s. Hall of Famer, All-Star. He's a one-time NBA champion. He won in the 2000. He won the championship in the 2000. Star player in the 90s, was very known. If y'all, I'm gonna add one more hint. We talked about this last week, but we didn't really talk about the player. We just talked about something that the player was a part of.
Gary Payton.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Can you name the college he played for?
OSU.
Yeah, he went to Oregon
What?
State.
Oh yeah, OSU.
Oregon State.
I give y'all kudos. The fact that y'all knew that is crazy. That's definite ball knowledge right there. So yeah, he passed Gary Payton in that list. Gary Payton was 14th all time, him having 938 assists playing 3 years. You felt like he would if Gary Payton would have played all his 4 years, you felt like he would have passed that. Braden Smith 1,083. So he's 100 assists, like 100 something assists ahead of him. You think Gary Payton would have passed that if he played one more year?
Hell yeah! What?
Without
a yeah.
Sure.
Okay, that shows a dominant that we had. Other than that, not really many players that you can see from here. I mean,
I was about to say them
goes
like the
on.
folks you name. I ain't know who them people was, bro.
You don't know Bobby Hurley?
I know Bobby Hurley. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Steve Blake. I know Steve Blake.
Other than that, the only one you probably know after that is Cassius Winston and Ryan Nembhard. Them the only two.
Oh, Cassius Winston is up there?
Yeah, he's number 20.
Man,
he played 3 years too.
I love Ryan Nembhard.
Yeah, Ryan Nimhart was cold.
Yeah,
He played for Creighton, right?
He been great for the Mavs.
Yeah, no, he played for Gonzaga. Same school his brother
Oh,
played for, Andrew.
wait,
Yeah,
who played for Creighton? Didn't
I
I
think
thought his brother played for Creighton?
I think his brother did play for Creighton. No, he didn't. No, Ryan Nemhard played for Creighton and Gonzaga. He played for Creighton his first year, then he transferred
Okay,
to
all right.
Gonzaga.
I was about to say I
You
watched
so
him
you are 100% right, Zo.
yeah, I watched him at Creighton. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
know he
I
went
do
crazy
remember
at Creighton.
too. His brother went to Gonzaga all 4 years.
Yeah,
Andrew.
yeah.
I be forgetting he got a brother.
Yeah.
I
man, I
gotta
didn't
remember what he
realize
did.
that. I didn't realize Andrew spent all 4 years in college.
Yeah,
That's
he
crazy.
did.
I didn't realize that either until you just said it.
I didn't realize that either.
Did he? Oh, hold on.
I can search it up right now, man. He Andrew Nemhard. I think he spent
Yeah, 4 seasons.
4 seasons in college. Wow, Florida and Gonzaga. So they both transferred to Gonzaga. Like he was in Florida first, and then he went to Gonzaga. Okay, so
Was he on
Gonzaga.
that Chet Holmgren
I'm
Jalen
like I'm
Suggs?
getting these brothers.
Was he on that Chet Holmgren Jalen Suggs Gonzaga team or was he before that?
I think Andrew Nemhard was with the Jalen Suggs team, and Ryan Nemhard was with the So he made his NBA debut 2022. So he was with that Jalen Suggs team.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, they was
So he
cold.
played in Florida, I think, with Trey Mann.
Trey Man.
Yeah, Trey Mann, Florida was cold. I'm not gonna lie. And then he played Gonzaga with Jalen Suggs. And then Ryan's the one who played with Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
So that was cold. Or
Yeah.
I think he did play with Chet Holmgren. Yeah, he did. He did play with Chet Holmgren. Let me shut up. Because Chet Holmgren got drafted 2023, did he? Chet Holmgren got drafted. Yeah, he did play with Chet Holmgren. He did play with Chet Holmgren. Ryan Nemhard is the one who played with he played with another guard, bro. I swear this guard's name is in the tip of my tongue. I don't know if he's still playing college basketball, but he had like a duo, bro, and like they would go crazy.
Man, Chet Holmgren's like timeline is so it's messed up for me because he had that injury his whole rookie year. So I keep forgetting like when he actually got drafted.
Oh yeah, I be forgetting. Nolan Hickman.
Oh, Nolan Hickman.
Nolan Hickman was so cool. But yeah, most definitely shout out to them. Definitely gonna get into that more, especially March Madness. We'll get into that more as well. Do want to get on the NBA. A lot of news there today. I start off with the biggest one, bro. So sad day for Piston fans. Definitely prayers up to Cade Cunningham. He has been out for the season until further notice. Cade Cunningham definitely catching an injury. I'm trying to see what was it that happened.
It was a collapsed lung.
Collapsed lung. He had a collapsed lung. So basically, a collapsed lung that hurting him. He exited first quarter against the Washington Wizards after he had that collision with Trey Johnson, didn't return. People are hating on Trey Johnson. I've seen that. They're saying he's the Pistons killer. So that's not funny to be laughing at. First of all, wanted to add that first, but with him, they're trying to work on and they're trying to see how long the wait's gonna be. I will start off with this. Jay Watt had the same injury before. Basically, they were saying like it would take a player such as Ray Lewis from the Baltimore Ravens to hit you in order for you to like have that type of injury. So I do want to start off with how y'all feel about that situation. How it's gonna affect the Pistons or benefit the Pistons? Because I know for me it's gonna affect the Pistons. And what do you feel like the Pistons need to do? And or what do you feel like Cade Cunningham needs to do to recover from this?
All I gotta say about the Pistons is Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren, it's your time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had a great year. I mean, breakout season. I mean, he was good last year, but like this year, he's just been incredible. But I mean,
He about to be
it's
an
time for him
Olympic
to
team.
it's time for him to take the ropes for sure.
Definitely agree with Carter. Um, Jalen Derry gonna have to carry. As far as K, I mean, shit, it ain't nothing he can do, bro. He just gotta do it and just recover the proper ways he can recover. Shit, ain't nothing. You can't really do nothing about it collapse long, bro. You ain't finna go lift no weights and heal that, bro. So you just gotta
Mhm.
heal up and come back ready to go.
And I mean, Denise Jenkins, their backup point guard, he's not bad. I mean, he's not a breakout player. He's not having a breakout season this year, but I mean, since Cade's been out, I mean, this last game he had 20, 22, 7, and 8. Like
Yeah. He
he's it's
I
not
think
like
he
they're
an
without a
undrafted
guard.
rookie. I think.
Yeah, that was against the Warriors. I seen that game. I ain't gonna
Man,
lie.
I don't know what's going on with the Warriors. I really hate the spot they're in right now. Like
They
it's
in
They
so
limbo,
don't got
bro.
bad.
Steph.
They in limbo.
When's he coming back?
I have no clue, but they already made the play in. That's all that matters. So hopefully
Yeah,
they
right.
made the play in. So
All
that's
right.
all that matters.
They think around the 25th. So like another week. A little less than a
Yeah,
week, actually. Yeah,
less
4
than a
days.
week.
Just a
Yeah,
few
so
days.
he come back. He come back soon, so he definitely gonna be helping them out. But I don't see the Warriors probably even going to the play. I don't think that they're not being the Clippers. I'm gonna just keep it real with you, bro, because that's who they're gonna have to play. If they play the Trailblazers, they can win. But I don't see them being the Clippers. But we are gonna get into that too. That is like you said with the Cade Cunningham situation. I feel like he does need to rest up. Collapse lung isn't that bad. It's like what 2 to 4 weeks a month. So that's really great time for him to recover, come back for the playoffs, get ready. But like Carter said, Jalen Durham, bro, like he's gonna have to step up in a big way to where, like, bro, you're gonna have to be that star player. And not only just him, like Asar Thompson is another player. Him being
Hmm.
a defensive pressure, he has to step up. Tobias Harris, him being a veteran player, him having finding his spots in great ways, he definitely has to step up and be a leader for those young players. But I feel like you said Jalen Jordan, Duncan Robinson is another player who also has to show
Hmm.
in the light, and Karis LeVert. But I feel like Jalen Jordan has to be that big reason into helping. He's playing great, All-Star year, so he definitely has like helped them keep that number one seed, so they don't slip up into being a 4 seed or 5 seed, and now they have to play the number one seed. But I mean, that'll just kind of motivate them. But I feel like Pistons will be good though. They just gotta kind of stay consistent with it. So definitely shout out to them.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. I mean, they're 4 games above Celtics right now, which I'm not counting out the Celtics. Celtics are really good right now. But I mean
Oh man,
that's a
Only
better
got like a
cushion
month
than
left, bro.
some of these other teams. 4 games. I mean, they can operate within that without Cade for sure and keep that first seed.
they definitely can, man. But Celtics, boy, them boys are coming. They want another championship, man.
Hmm. Man,
Ain't no
Jason
way
Tatum.
Jason.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, ain't no way Jason Tatum coming back and he killing already, bro. Like that
Yeah,
man
not
wants vengeance.
yeah. I mean, obviously you got to give him grace because he's just coming back from an Achilles. That's insane. I think it's a little crazy that he's getting 31 minutes and he's shooting 3 for 15. I mean, and it's not just this last game. He's he's been pretty inefficient since he came back. Which again, I understand he's coming back from an Achilles, but that's just not good for the team. I mean, he had a double double, 7 for 15, uh, versus the Warriors, and I
And
mean,
he came back quick, too, 10 months.
yeah, man. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, if obviously I'm not a doctor, I'm not on his health team, but if I had to guess, it was a little rushed. It was a little rushed for sure. So
Yeah, like you said, it was definitely rushed. I mean, like you said, we've seen KD come back. I feel like KD has had the best season after the
man, he in
Achilles
uniform,
injury.
bro. Like,
But he had time to heal up. He had
yeah,
time to heal up. He didn't play the whole 2020. So I'm not gonna like count that out through
And
nobody. But
KD,
like
KD sat out a
KD,
whole year some change.
yeah,
Man, that's so crazy, KD. Like, just how he stayed so efficient after an Achilles tear, bro. Like, that's
yeah.
If you didn't know, you
it's
would not know he tore
ridiculous
his
what he's
Achilles.
doing. Dude, a
And you know
unicorn.
what's even crazier, bro?
What?
That man stayed. Well, he almost had a 50-40-92 that season.
Mm-hmm.
He got 89% though, so he would have made it. But 50-40-90 after an Achilles tear is crazy. So that's something to be just being a lookout for. Uh,
Oh, back. I want to ask all this question. I was having a conversation the other day with my friend Jared. What
mhm.
What do y'all think the gap is between the Thompson twins? Like, I think Amin's better for sure, but what do you think? Where do you think they are like compared to each other right now?
Mm,
You want to go first though?
I think I think a man Thompson Stillman is like around Penny Hardaway, and I think Star Thompson is around. Mm, like
Man,
like a Sean Marion.
Okay.
Marion.
I feel like Amen Thompson, Amen Thompson always got a bigger gap because he has more responsibility for the Rockets. So I feel like with his gap, bro, I could see a C Web out of not even C Web. I'm not gonna try him like that. See, no disrespect to C Web. I feel like with Amen Thompson, he's kind of like a bigger gap. So I definitely see like if I had to throw a player out there, I want to say like a Manu Ginobili. Like I
Okay.
could see like him having that type of gap season, like him growing up to be the player he's actually wanting to be now, like a young though, being like the Manu we all know now today. With Asar Thompson, definitely has for him to step up. Like I feel like he can make a big name, but I mean with Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duran, you're not really gonna have a name. You gotta kind of have that role. But I feel like he is having a great role in him. I feel like Asar Thompson, I could see because he's a great defender, bro. Don't get me wrong, bro. Like I could see a mix of Tony Allen and Gerald Green. Like he can play defense, but then again, he's just so athletic. Like he can get to the bucket at any time. But well, I'll stay that for you. I see a Min Thompson in a C Web, like a shorter C Web. Like he can get to the basket easy, play defense. I see him as a shorter C Web, and he's fast too and athletic. So
I
that's
think
what I.
personally, I got Amin higher than Asar. I mean, I think everyone does at this point. Um, I think his ceiling is so much higher because, well, while both of the twins are extremely athletic, I mean, Amin is, I think, just a different level. So I think something I always think about is actual basketball skill and like athleticism. If you have that foundation of athleticism, your ceiling, for me personally, I think your ceiling can get so much higher. And
Mhm.
you have the potential for a higher ceiling than if you just came in with basketball and less of an athletic skill. So I think I think the gap between Amin and Asar, I mean, obviously offense, Amin is a lot higher, but defense, I don't think Asar is that behind. I mean, just given the situation and given the minutes he gets on Detroit, we haven't had, he hasn't had the chance to explain and prove himself as much as Amin has. But I think their defense is actually pretty spot on compared to each other.
Mm,
And
I can agree with that.
I might argue that Asar is getting a better defensive structure. I mean, as a young player, just because he's in Detroit, and they're such a physical team, and that's really what they strive for. I mean, Houston's a great defensively also, but Detroit that's like the culture. I mean, it's hard. It's hard physical basketball. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what that Detroit effect is on Asar over the next couple of years.
Oh yeah. Um, I definitely feel. Well, I do want to ask y'all this question though before we go to the next topic. What team? Well, not even what team. What players do you feel like has had the best impact this whole NBA career? Like, who are y'all favorite twins to ever enter the NBA and why? Make y'all want to think. I got my answer. I'll go for it. I think the Gasols definitely had the best impact. They're my favorite and the best impact for me just because, like, bro,
They not
both
twins.
been all stars. We see the impact Paul Gasol had for Memphis, and we see the impact Mark Gasol had for Memphis. I don't think you're gonna go to Memphis and diss a Gasol, bro. That's like going to Memphis and saying F Young Dolph. Like you're not gonna want to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, like you feel me? They didn't have so much impact for Memphis, and I just feel like they've done a lot too for this country of Spain. So that's my pick. That's my favorite. You know what I'm saying? It could be unbiased, it could be biased. That's just my favorite.
I agree with you. I mean, I think they're the best, most impactful. I mean, I might have to say the Lopez twins. I mean, I love
That's
Brooke
another
Lopez.
good one too. Brooke
Yeah,
Lopez done a lot for New Jersey.
yeah. I think I mean, his transformation and the adaptations that he's made to his game to stay relevant and to stay a huge role as on whatever team he's on is incredible to me. You rarely see bigs do that. I mean, he developed a three like
Yeah, he couldn't
over a
even.
year, over an off
Couldn't
season.
even
Like that's ridiculous for a big, for someone as big as Brooke Lopez, and to still be, you know, impactful on the defensive end and as the center, which he is. It's ridiculous, man. I love Brooke Lopez.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna agree with Carter. Yeah,
But I mean, it don't even gotta be twins. Like, so I'm gonna switch up the question now. I said the twins. Which are the best brothers in the NBA now? Who has had the
Mm,
best? They could be little brother and brother. Who has had the best brothers in the NBA? Make you want to think now. It's a lot of NBA brothers in the NBA that we don't even think about. We can go Steph Curry and Seth Curry. We can go to Ball brothers. You feel me? We can go the Holiday brothers, Drew Holiday, Aaron Holiday. You remember?
and
bro, it's like
Justin
it's
Holiday.
like it's like five of them.
Mm. Yeah, it is like five, and they got a whole family reunion.
Man, I don't know if this is my favorite, but who I've been the whoa, let me restart. The brothers that I have been really liking recently this year, I love the Williams brothers, Cody and Jalen. Like
Yeah,
I think what Cody's doing in Utah, I think he's getting a great chance. I've been really liking seeing him hoop. I've really enjoyed watching Cody on Utah. Jalen,
I've
I
been
mean, he's
watching
just
since
been injured.
Colorado.
Yeah, yeah. So, man, yeah, I really like the Williams brothers for sure.
For me, I mean, it's so many brothers you can put out there, bro. Like, remember the Dragic brothers, Goran Dragic and his brother? I mean, damn, man, so many brothers you can. Blake Griffin brother played too in the NBA a little bit. So the Jones brothers, Tyus, the Morris brothers.
Blake
So who
Griffin.
you got for your favorite brothers? I'll let you go next.
I'm probably gonna be the Ball brothers.
Ball
Bobby, yeah.
brothers,
Yeah, the Ball brothers are.
man, poor Lonzo. I feel for him.
Yeah, that's on my
He could have
pick.
been something.
They
He
making
was
they making
on
backyard music now.
the knees, man. Always the knees. I ain't gonna lie, Franz and Mo Wagner, they cold too.
I fucking
Yeah,
hate Mo Wagner, bro.
They cold
Sorry,
too.
that's just I don't like him. I don't
man.
really have a reason. He's just like one of my hate watches.
I like Mo Wagner. I don't know. My favorite the Antetokounmpos, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to nobody, bro. I just like the intensity when Giannis get hit. You gonna see his brother first, like,
Yeah.
hey. I know y'all seen that video where Giannis got hit, but he accidentally got hit. Diana's got up.
Man, that's a weird. It's like I feel like the Thanasis, no, the Antetokounmpo brothers and the Curry
You
brothers
got
are
Coastal
in this.
too, NBA champion
Yeah,
Alex.
where it's like they're a package. Like one of them gets traded, you gotta send the other one with them.
Yeah.
Stick
It's
you.
like LeBron and Bronny. You traded my
Yeah,
son, right? You
exactly.
better trade me.
Yeah, which I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I think it's cool keeping a family together, but it kind of defeats the point of like what's really the best for basketball. Know what I mean?
Yeah, you definitely and that's why the Hornets didn't do that with Jello and LaMelo because I feel like that would have kind of messed up the Hornets organization. Like, bro, LaMelo has to prove to his point, like, I'm a star athlete, I could do it. Let's go Giannis, for example. Giannis won them a championship. Like, if you won my team a championship and you want to bring your brother to play, I'm like, for sure. Like, you can definitely do that. You feel me? Don't feel no hate at all. LeBron won the Lakers a championship. If LeBron wanted to say, hey, I'm getting my son to play with me. At no point at all. Like, you can do that. And that just owes on to everybody else on here, bro. Like I'm looking at this list, and it's a lot of same with Aaron Drew Holiday. I know he was playing with his brother for a little minute. Now his brother can like play with him at any other moment. They play against, like, bro. They have that they keep that competition. So I mean, J.R. Smith had a brother is crazy. I never knew that.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
All right. Can we talk about the Lakers?
Yeah. So I'm about to switch that up now. So we're gonna talk about these win streaks. Which has been the most impressive win streaks? Hawks, Lakers, or Thunder?
Lakers. Well, I mean, what's
The
OKC
Hawks
streak?
for me. Okay, C Street, they're 10 game. They're about to be 11 today if they win against the Wizards.
Ooh.
It's the
Uh,
Hawks for me though. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. No all only got one all-star in that team. They were 10th, now they're 7th in the Eastern Conference.
ooh, yeah. I don't. Low-key, Lakers and Hawks are neck and neck because like Lakers just proved that they can kind of be a contender. Like I think because of that, this eight game win streak, people are starting to take the Lakers seriously. And I mean, I've said it before. I'm not the biggest Lakers fan, but what they've been doing is incredible with LeBron as the third option. I mean, off-ball LeBron is he had 30. That me and not Zoe, me and Al were talking about this earlier. He had I think like an 18% usage rate last game he played, and he had 30. He had 30 with 13 out of 14 shots, 93% efficiency. If
They
that's
could they,
if
they could
that's
literally do that every game.
Yeah, if that's the LeBron that we're getting with Reeves is the second option, and LeBron is the third, I mean, that's a contending team. It's been great basketball like that. I mean, I still think on the defensive end, they can use a little help, but they've been picking up defensively too. So I think the Lakers, they're moving in the exact pace, in the exact direction that they need to be considered for any kind of contender spot right now. So shout out Lakers.
Damn, I mean, sure. Look at the drop 60, man. Like that shit was crazy. I can't even lie. And then LeBron having that efficiency rate, bro. At 41, you an old man doing this, bro. You're supposed to be at home with the kids, with your wife too, sipping wine, yelling Taco Tuesday. Like that was insane. And then Austin Reeves, like him doing his thing too. The Lakers, like they definitely have a chance. It's just on the role players. Like LeBron could do that. Austin Reeves could do what he do. Luke could do what he do. But if it comes to a night where two of them are having bad games, how is your role player gonna step up? How is DeAndre Ayton gonna come down and do his pick and pops and pick and rolls? How is Duke Kennard gonna make his threes to points where we need those threes to hit? How is Jack Hayes gonna play his part? So they definitely have a chance, bro. Like they're third right now in the Eastern Conference. Like they just passed the Rockets. Like
Western.
now they're big dogs. You feel me? But I feel like the Thunder, we already seen them having a win streak, bro. Like this is without J Dub, so they're playing amazing. I don't know why they did Jeremy McCain. And me and Zoe was even talking about that too, Carter. Like we don't get why Jeremy McCain left Philly to go to OKC.
VJ Edgecombe snatched his minutes. Got his chain snatched.
Yeah, he can't do nothing about it, bro. That's the business part. Shit.
H-Tron walked up in there, said, "Nah, your minutes are mine," and then they just ran with it.
Shit,
And
okay,
and
see,
look how
yeah,
he playing out for us.
Yeah, man, 38 points, 11. No, was it 11 assists or 11 rebounds?
I think 11 assists. I can recheck.
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Nah, that was
Okay, okay, see,
Edgecombe's
look
been
at it
great.
like shit. We'll take as much firepower as we can.
I don't blame him at all, bro. Like that was a stupid trade, but for some reason I feel like the Hawks have better. I don't know. It's just more impressive because, like, bro, they don't have the star players. You will look like, oh yeah, like where's Trey Young at? Trey Young's in the Wizards. Like they're doing this with Jalen Johnson,
Bro,
a Jonathan Kuminga,
I
Nikhil Alexander Walker.
why are people not bigger on Jalen Johnson? Like I know he's been getting more respect this season, but I feel like he should be like why is he not why are people not talking about him more? Like he's been incredible for the Hawks.
I think
Because I
it's
mean,
to the
you
market.
go first.
It's all because of
You
the
feel like his
market.
market?
Yeah, Atlanta, like Atlanta's a big market, but as far as when the NBA, as far as you go expansion wise, as to every team in the NBA, and nobody's really looking for the Hawks. Whereas if he was on the Lakers or even the Clippers, we would definitely hear about Jalen Johnson more often. But Atlanta, you don't really hear about Atlanta. Like it's the big city. It's they say it's a big market, but like it's really not. Atlanta isn't attracting anybody there from basketball with basketball, bro. So I think that has
Yeah.
one
And
thing to do with it, and him not having that exciting player alongside him um, to bring more attention to the team. I think that's another part. And
and I you go,
oh,
Zo. You go, Zo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry cutting you off, brother.
just with like like how many players are playing as good as they are this year. I think that's also something you have to think think about that foreshadows Jalen Johnson games and the stuff he's been doing. So I that's how I look at it.
I think
And I oh,
no, you good.
okay. I fully agree with that too, bro. Like you know, and we live in Atlanta. We seen how Joe Johnson made an impact with the business side. Like you feel me? It's definitely on him proving a point. Like boom, Trey Young, for example. People didn't really catch on to Trey Young until that 2021
So they
season when he took
beat Philly in
Atlanta
the
to the
playoff.
ECF.
Yeah,
Yeah. You feel me? People didn't really catch on to players such as Jeff T. Like people weren't really catching on to Atlanta till we went to the ECF in 2015 against the Cavs when we lost Bron. So, bro, it's like he has to prove a point to where, like, bro, if Atlanta's in the Eastern Conference semifinals and we're going against, for example, a big name team, bro, the big names are gonna pop out. The business side gonna pop out. Okay, boom, he's bringing all these big names in here. He's making the stocks go up in here. So, I mean, it's a big name for that. I mean, he's been playing amazing to where, like, bro, he's Atlanta's superstar. Bro, I could say he's Atlanta's newest superstar. Like, they never needed Trey Young. They were playing better without Trey Young. So I
That's what I
feel
was
like,
gonna
bro,
say. I've been loving this version of the Hawks without Trey
oh
Young.
yeah,
It's been great.
oh yeah. But like Zoe said, it's just a business side to it. Like, bro, like if you want to be in Atlanta, you got to prove a point to play there. Like Mike Vick had to prove a point to him. He was an MVP in Atlanta. Like he had to prove a point to him being in Atlanta, bro. That's why everybody know and love Mike Vick in Atlanta so much. Trey Young, like Ice Trader, like this man got his own song by Migos. Like, you feel me? It's the like he
I,
proved the point to like
I,
being in Atlanta. Oh, I ain't mean to cut you. Oh, you good?
you, I also think I also think it has to do with his personality too. You don't you don't really hear anything about Jalen Johnson in any type of media. We don't know what type of person we is. I don't even know what his voice sounds like. We've never seen him do an interview. You know what I'm saying? We've never seen him at a Met Gala, a BET Award. We've never seen him anywhere. So I think that also has something to do with it. His brand isn't as big as a lot of the other players that are playing to the level that he's playing. Where you see Jay, Jay's on everybody's fashion campaign. You know what I'm saying? With some type of clothes on. Ja with the Nike. You see Ant-Man's commercials everywhere. You even still got Brian putting in work. Like um, and guys like Luca, you don't the European guys, you don't see them in commercials, but they've been
Yeah,
averaging
G.
triple doubles and killing for seasons. So they're already cemented. They have a fan base. Jalen Johnson kind of just blew up on the scene. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't really have anything that has anybody like, oh, hey, let me go see what's to Jalen Johnson. Like, there's nothing there. Like, oh, this dude funny. Oh, this dude got all the girls. This dude, he the best dressed NBA player. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. I don't think he has that appeal to the fan eye. To where he just bringing cameras to Atlanta for
And adding on to what Zoe said too, Carter, like with the whole Luca situation, we all know Luca. You don't really see Luca out there like going out doing commercials. You'll probably see a Luca commercial really once. Same with Jokic. Same with who's another player that's overseas, for example, Wemby. You feel me?
I
But
mean,
they've been dominating in their countries, huh?
Wimby is like the NBA ambassador for Louis Vuitton.
Oh
That's
yeah,
been a
well,
Wemby
that's been a
commercial.
whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, Wemby.
well, even I'm talking about before the whole Louis Vuitton and everything. Everybody knew because like, bro, globally, bro, they were known globally even before.
Yeah.
Like, you feel
Yeah,
me?
whereas you go to China, somebody they probably don't even know who Jalen Johnson is, bro.
Nah, but they know who
Yeah.
Stephon Marbury is. Stephon
Oh
Marbury
yeah,
played in the NBA. They was like, oh yeah, that's a legend out there. We love
oh, yeah.
Stephon Marbury. He was doing the same thing in the NBA. He just left there because like he's a big figure now in China. Same with Jeremy Lin. Like, bro, you'll see, like, oh yeah, we remember Lin Sanity, what he did there. You go to another country, bro, he's probably bigger in that bigger country. So, bro, I feel like you Zoe said, I feel like Jalen Johnson just has to get himself out there more. Like, definitely help around the community, start something. Like you see, Trey Young got his own like community in Oklahoma. Like he's an Oklahoma legend. Like same with Blake Griffin. So I feel like he needs to find something to get his name out there, so he can kind of like add on to his things. Like if Ant-Man, like bro, Ant-Man's known in Atlanta. Like Ant-Man. You go to Atlanta, like people talk about Ant-Man more than Jalen Johnson. Like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, Anthony Edwards, he Atlanta great. Like,
They talk about Anthony Edwards more than they talk about.
you feel me? So it's like, bro, he has to like do something, like get himself out there. But I mean, still kudos to him, bro. He helping that Hawks team win crazy.
His numbers are ridiculous. Like, I know numbers aren't everything, but his numbers are
Oh, they are.
insane.
If numbers wasn't everything, bro, LeBron would not be in a GOAT conversation.
Mm-mm.
Being real,
This is a
but
fact.
definitely shout out to him. But like you said, bro, the Lakers got a chance to win the championship, bro. I've been telling Zoe, bro, like they got a chance, bro. They just gotta get through OKC and the West is so deep, bro. Gotta get OKC, and then you gotta get through San Antonio. Then you gotta get through Denver. Then you gotta get through. Let's just throw a random team out there and say, I don't know, fucking the Rockets. If they kind of cook themselves to where they gotta be, then you gotta get through the Timberwolves. If they find out how to, if Ant Man just goes off, Ant Man got the ability to go off. We see what he did in Denver, bro. And that leads me to my next question, bro. With the playoffs coming, who do you feel like had the greatest playoff performance you've seen ever? Like, this one you've seen with your own eyes. Like, not saying, oh, I watched it off a highlight. I'm talking about you watched it from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, and you said, bro, like, this is probably the craziest play I've ever seen this player play.
Mine, I can't remember if it was game 5. I think it was game 5. It was Nuggets. It was that Nuggets Wolves playoff round, and I gotta find that out real quick. Here, you can go, Zoe, while I look this up.
I got two. So my first one I gotta go with. Bro, it was
I
when
gotta get two. That's
Miami,
it's hard,
Miami
bro.
Heat played the Miami Heat played Indiana in the playoffs back when like they had Paul George and Brandon Rush and all of them. And D Wade, Brown was having a bad game. D Wade, I think he dropped, I want to say 40.
I remember what game that was.
I think it was 40. That game was crazy. And then my second one,
That was a
bro, was
crazy
that
game.
last year when Tyrese Halliburton hit the game winner in was it New York?
I don't know if it was New York or Cleveland. He hit so many game winners, bro. I hate that
I
motherfucker.
think it was New York or Cleveland, bro. One of those games, it was one of those. He was in a flow state, bro. He went crazy. I think he almost had a triple double, or he had a triple double. Definitely went out of those two games. That's cool.
uh, I'll go while Carter still look that up. I got three. So Kawhi Leonard, when he scored that game winner to go to the final, to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, that game was crazy because I watched that first to fourth, and I was just imagining how this man was scoring consistently. Second game,
They go crazy.
yeah, you feel me? Like that game was crazy. Second game, LeBron James, when he played, I don't know, either LeBron or Kyrie, you can either pick one of them, bro. Like when they played Golden State game 5, facing elimination, they both had 41. That was a ridiculous game from both. So I'll just put them in that mix. And then, bro, Tyrese Halliburton, bro, like, my God, that motherfucker, bro. Oh my God. Like, respect, I ain't mean to curse, respect to him, bro. Like, the game he had against either Milwaukee, like just that whole playoff run for him, bro. I can't even think of a game, bro. Milwaukee, he sent them home. He sent Cleveland home, and he sent New York home. So, bro, that is a cold mother. But yeah, those are the three for me.
I think mine is either between. God, actually, no. I want to say this first before I forget. If the Pacers would have won last year, Tyrese Halliburton would have been the best playoff run by a single player of all time. Like,
oh
ever.
yeah,
like
he would. Do you think he would have been the best pacer all time?
I think having no. Nah, I don't think all
But
time.
you got to think about it, Carter. That's like saying Shea won the championship. Is Shea the greatest OKC Thunder all time?
Shea is greatest, yes.
So you don't think Tyrese is the greatest?
No. I mean, I still got Reggie Miller. I still got Reggie Miller above him. But
It still got to be Reggie, bro.
Yeah, I think Tyrese is top 4, top 3.
Who's over Tyrese? Oh, we playing that game now. How many players how many Indiana Pacer players are better than Tyrese Halliburton?
I got Reggie Miller. I can honestly flip Tyrese and Paul George.
Yeah, I can do that.
I can interchange those for sure.
Tyrese Halliburton is better than Paul George. I have to say that.
All time already? What?
Or not all time, just career-wise. The career Paul George had and the career Tyrese Halliburton had. Because, bro, think about it, bro. Think about it.
No,
Paul George went to the Eastern Conference Finals twice. Halliburton been there twice. One person been to the finals. Tyrese went to the finals. Them 7.
Okay, but Tyrese wasn't even the wasn't even the Eastern Conference Finals MVP.
That is
You
true.
got to think about it in this way though. He wasn't an Eastern Conference MVP, but at the end of the day, bro, if they did not have Tyrese, they would have lost. They would have lost second round.
But you could say the same thing about Paul George.
I can though. I can though. I can though. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
I
But
don't
then
think you're
again, it's
building a, I
like
don't think you're building a valid argument here, brother.
we got an argument. I respect any take y'all say, but I don't think Paul George had a bigger impact Tyrese Halliburton had when he was playing at that time. Don't get me wrong, Paul George, bro, had a huge impact, bro. Like, definitely, I feel like he played better comp with LeBron, D Wade, Chris Bosh, but I feel like Tyrese just had a bigger impact, bro. Because yeah, Paul George would have never played. They would have never even made the playoffs. But I feel like with Tyrese, bro, they had chances and opportunities where, bro, people doubted the Pacers. Like when Paul George was playing, we already seen like, okay, boom, Paul George is gonna take them to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're gonna lose LeBron. The Pacers, everybody was doubting them. First game they played the Bucks. Oh, we don't like the Pacers winning, bro. They're not gonna win. They ended up beating the Bucks, killing them. Cavs. We not gonna see the Cavs, bro. Like, bro, they got Don Mitchell. They got a defensive player of the year, Evan
Bro,
Mobley. They got Jared
Mitchell
Allen.
was averaging 47 that series, bro.
Beat that. But still, though, Evan Mobley, defensive player of the year. Darius Garland, a great point guard who can. It's a playmaker.
Okay, he's not great. He's not great.
He's
Let's
very
A good
inconsistent.
point guard who's a
let's,
good playmaker. I'll say good
let's not throw
playmaker.
the G word around,
He's a good playmaker. He's a two-star.
bro. That All Star shit don't mean nothing, bro.
He way too inconsistent for me to say he's great. Like,
He's good. I can agree with y'all on that. He's good.
I give him decent.
I mean,
Not good.
him being the starting point guard on the Cavs season when they had the best offensive rating in NBA history. I mean, you got to give credit to that. And I'm not saying he's bad. I think Darius Garland is good, but I don't think he's great. I don't think. What has he done? I mean, now he's in the system of the Clippers where he has Kawhi, and I don't know. I think the Cavs just had a lot around Darius Garland, and he's a little more exposed in the Clippers. And I think especially even before he got traded, whenever Donovan Mitchell was out or Jared Allen or Evan Mobley, any of the other three, I mean, big guys on the Cavs, Darius Garland wasn't that guy.
He definitely disappeared.
Yeah.
I mean, he could prove himself, like, bro. Like, he's not great yet. He's good. He's definitely good because, like you said, when they had the best record, they definitely helped with that. And then, bro, you gotta think about it, bro. Like before Donovan Mitchell, the Cavs, who did they had? I think they had Darius Garland and Jared Allen make the All-Star team in 2022. 2022, they both All-Star team. That's when the Cavs were playing decent. They were like, they ended up not going to the playoffs, but that's when he made his first All-Star nod, bro. When the Cavs, he was at a decent season that year, but that's before Donovan Mitchell because he came in 2023. But I feel like he's a good point guard, bro. But then they beat the Cavs. Tyrese beat the Cavs. Goes to play, and the only excuse I'm giving Boston is because Jason Tatum tore his Achilles, bro. That's the only excuse I can give Boston. But even when they played Boston 24, when they lost, and Boston ended up winning the championship that year, but that man played amazing, bro. I'm gonna look up his numbers if I'm not mistaken. He played amazing that series, like against the best team that won the championship. Oh, he just needed one game.
You still talking about Jason Tatum?
No, Tyrese Halliburton.
I think Tyrese Halliburton had a bad series that year.
He had a bad series. He averaged 17 and 9, 18 and 9.
Oh, never mind. I think he had a
18
bad,
and 9 and
he had
4.
a bad game. It was something.
18, 9. And yeah, think about it, but this is before Pascal Siakam. This is
Yeah.
before Pascal. Pascal was playing. You feel me? So it's like this is before Pascal. Tyrese was doing this on his own, and they the 6. Paul George took LeBron to 7, the second one, but that's with addition of Roy Hibbert, David West, who are 2 former All-Stars. Don't get me wrong, David West was a
They
fucking
had
demon.
nah. They was already on the team when they played Braun the first time.
So okay, so boom, David was on
Indiana
the
had the
team, Roy
same
was on
team
the team
every
too.
year.
This was like after Danny Granger days. So I think they
Danny
added
Granger
George
had just
Hill, if
left.
I'm not mistaken.
The only person they added was like Lance Stevens. George
And
Hill was
Lance
already
Stevens was
there.
already playing. He just kind of like got more minutes. So he was
Yeah,
like that X factor for them. Cause I'm telling you that Lance took them to 7, bro. If they didn't have Lance, they wasn't going to 7. So like add Pascal Siakam to that mix. You feel me? Pascal Siakam was a better player than Lance Stevens. Don't get me wrong, but that just adds on to the fact I feel like, bro, Tyrese had a better run than Paul George, which is why I think I won't give Reggie Miller right now, bro, but I'll give him number 2 because, bro, he already done a lot for Indiana and taking them to their finals, their first finals since when, 2004, 2001 or one of those years where Kobe ended up winning with Shaq. He got the
Yeah.
job
I
done.
just my conscience can't put Tyrese above Paul George yet for Pacers all time. Like I just can't. Like I'm not saying that it couldn't ever happen. I think Tyrese has a great opportunity to do that and to
I just feel
become.
like I'm disrespecting the game by doing that right now.
Yeah.
How though? I want to hear y'all reasons though. Like, why y'all think that?
Bro, Paul George put in so much work. He did so much over there, bro. Tyrese had 2 good seasons. We can't put him over Paul George over that.
I think Paul George had to be a bigger player than Tyrese Halliburton has ever had to be.
Yeah,
You don't think Tyrese had to be a bigger player as well, especially with him in the De'Aaron Fox situation?
nah, bro.
Him getting chosen back down, bro. Like, you gotta think about it. He's playing Dame Giannis first round and beats them.
You gotta think about it, bro. He did all these things, but like most of them games, bro, he wasn't even the leading scorer. He just a good facilitator. Paul George really
Uh,
had to drop that 35, that 40 in order for Indiana to win back. Like with Tyrese, you probably see Gal drop 35. You see Nimar drop 25 and 8, and you got Neesmith dropping 20. You know what I'm saying?
I
Tyrese,
think I think if Tyrese can make it to another Eastern Conference Finals
yeah.
and win, I think if Tyrese can go to the finals again and win Eastern Conference MVP, I think we can start having some talks about him being number 2 all time.
Yeah, I could respect that.
You're muted, bro.
Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum.
I didn't. What's your question?
We didn't hear nothing.
I said, is that the same reason with Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum? Like, Jalen Brown won Finals MVP.
Because Jalen Brown was the better player. In that 7 games, Jalen Brown was the better player.
So John Stockton, you don't think he made an impact when Utah won the finals? Not finals, Western Conference Finals.
He did, but like we're comparing him. I feel like we're getting off. Like comparing,
Yeah.
we're now comparing him to Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, we moving the goalpost, brother.
Like,
You trying to force that one in there again.
All right,
yeah, I feel like that's not a fair comparison.
all right. I'm gonna agree with y'all. Y'all beat me. Y'all beat me on that. I can't really say that, but I will say one thing. Before I let y'all, Paul George only had 2 good seasons with Indiana.
Yeah, more than one season where he averaged above 20.
Okay, 16. I'll count 16.
Okay,
I'll count 16.
so 3 versus Tyrese. How many has Tyrese had?
2.
2 or 3?
24, 20. Because he played with Indiana in 23, didn't he?
Yeah, 22, 23. That was the first season he averaged 20 points a game. He went he went 13, 15, 20.
Like, bro, I'm just look. I gotta look at these stats. Holy cow! This man, Indiana for bro. When he left Sacramento, go to Indiana, bro. He started averaging 17 and 10. 20. He started averaging. Yeah, he started averaging 20. He started averaging over 22. See, yeah, you're right. But then again, bro, he's averaging almost a double every season. If you look, Paul George. And this is the last thing I would say that I would just did it. Paul George, he started averaging 20 in 2012, 2013. No, really 2013, 2014. What am I right? 2012, 2013. Hold on. He should have. Where's the points per game? I'm looking at 2013, 14 started averaging 21. So he averaged 21 in 2013 and 14. He was an all-star in 2012 and 13. That's when him and Kyrie got their first nub. He was averaging 17. But he helped them get to the finals, though, due to a team effort with David West and Roy Hibbert. But I will give Paul George's credit, bro. Like, he went crazy that whole playoff run. Like, so I can agree with that because he had a lot of multiple seasons where he's averaged like over 20. Even after his injury scare, that was like a crazy injury scare. So I'll definitely like give him that. But I feel like that's what I feel like. I feel like Tyrese, if not now, he will have a better season than Paul George in his time in Indiana. I'll stick with Paul George today.
Yeah, and like you're acting like I said he doesn't have the chance to. I mean, Tyrese
No,
Halliburton.
I never said that. I know you. I know exactly what y'all meant. Y'all meant like he's not better now. I feel like he is now, but
Okay, and I'm not trying to change your opinion. Like, I don't know. This will be good to come back to in a year, next year, or we'll revisit this.
I pray to God he does something next year, but
no, I hope he does.
I can fully just the stats now. Like Paul George did have a bigger impact. I felt like he also played more years. So like you said, like you guys said, longevity is a big thing that needs to happen. So that is something I can agree on. So I'll take L for the day. Y'all definitely got that W off me. So is there any other topics about the NBA I want to discuss? I mean,
sure, we've been going for an hour 22.
Yeah, bro. Trying to get on 2K.
You been up on 2K?
Yeah, I might.
Good stats. I mean, it really also talk about NBA. I mean, NFL. Jalen Waddle got traded to the Broncos. It's probably the only thing that's kind of big for real. I mean, it's nothing really. Paul George is coming back soon, so y'all be in tune for that. He's coming back 3-4 days. Shout out to
Man, how long? What was the total length of his suspension? It was like 2 months. Right?
Yeah,
29 games. Yeah. And the Pacers, not Pacers, but the 76ers are ninth.
Yeah, they've been struggling. I really like them first half of the season. I really, really like them. But I mean, what's up with Embiid? Is he out?
Yeah.
Embiid
he always out, bro. He outside more than a female, man. He out more than a female outside, for real, bro. You female be like, oh, I'm outside. Joel Embiid's out too. A female be inside the house. Joel Embiid's still out.
He been out since March 1st. Damn, bro.
The most inconsistent MVP I've ever seen. I feel like he's the most inconsistent MVP.
Whenever he plays, I don't think it's inconsistently whenever he plays. It's just it's inconsistent that he stays healthy. But whenever he plays,
that's what I mean.
He's dead ass top 5 whenever he plays.
Oh yeah. Okay. Joel Embiid's a monster, bro. Like I done seen what
he do bro.
Crazy. It can't stay healthy for nothing. And I don't know why. It's probably sketches he wearing.
Just some bunk ass shoes, man.
Well, I will ask the last question though. If injuries, like last question before we end it though, injury wise, who do y'all feel like would have been the best MVP and would have had probably one of the greatest like years if injuries never like ruined their career? So
Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose.
I can't really argue with that. I feel like Rose is like another one for real. Shaq really didn't have no injuries for real.
Derrick Rose.
Shaq was already in his shoe
Another
set.
dude. Another dude that didn't win MVP, but injury messed up his career. Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy would have been cold, bro.
Oh
Brandon
fuck.
Roy would have been a monster, bro. People don't be realizing that.
Brandon Roy.
Woo!
We would be talking about Brandon Roy top five all.
Man, I pray to
Oh yeah.
God Wimby never shows up in these conversations. Like, it's I it's gonna be so difficult for him. I feel like to stay healthy, to have like a really like a genuine, even an average NBA career. And man, it's just I really, really hope he stays healthy.
I pray too, bro. Wemby's a monster, bro. Like you said, Ben is doing everything he can for San Antonio. Like
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really seen that much. I mean, I've seen that much impact since Tim Duncan, but like, bro, like he's leading a whole new generation of hoopers to like actually come to a San Antonio game and watch it, bro. Because, bro, at 7 feet, the way he's dribbling like a guard, bro, like I don't even want to guard Wemby, bro, like at all. Like it's tough waking up to like, hey, I got to guard Wemby. Like for him to put 40 and 20, like definitely right card. I feel like injuries is gonna be like a big thing, bro. He just has to like find a way to like recover and like be the dog that he is. So I pray to God everything work, man. That's all I.
I
Cause
feel like a
Evan,
I feel like a comparison between like waking up and thinking, oh shit, I gotta guard Wimby. Is like y'all seen those memes where it's like you're in 8th grade and you're in math class and you gotta play Zion Williamson after math class. Like,
yeah,
oh, bro.
I don't
It's
even want to.
man, that's a topic for another day. I was gonna start talking about wasted potential, but that's a whole topic for another day.
Oh yeah, we gonna bring that up next time, and we also gotta bring up that KD one. I'm still on that little Robin thing,
Mm.
but we'll
Really?
definitely. Yeah, man, not no Robin, man. KD, Robin, goddamn LeBron is. I ain't gonna say LeBron, bro. LeBron don't need to be brought up in that name at all, bro. That man is in the GOAT. And Paul Pierce said something too. I'm gonna bring up also another day too. He was saying that LeBron, like, he's so great that he built a wall against Jordan. So if Wemby was to bring like 6 rings, they'll still be like, he ain't better than LeBron because LeBron did this and that and that. So we'll talk about that the next day, bro. Because we also got to talk about these March Madness results. But yeah, man, we talk facts podcast come to a close, bro. Great episode today. We'll definitely have more college basketball news. See how the brackets are looking for everybody. See if our teams are out. I know Michigan just won, so we're good. Duke update. I'll give y'all a Duke update. Arizona plays tomorrow. Carter's team, Duke, is losing by 2. So see second half. Definitely about to watch that game, see how it's coming. But yeah, we'll talk about that more, bring more NBA topics in, see any updates on it. NFL really didn't have nothing, so we'll see about any NFL updates. And yeah, we'll also talk about women's college basketball too. So definitely with that coming through, a lot of teams are playing. So we'll definitely talk about our team that we feel like will win March Madness. So we'll definitely talk about that too. But it's Haji. I've been talking too much. So I'm gonna let them close it out.
All right, man. It's your boy
Peace.
Stone, and we out.
Peace.